I didn't switch between the things. MPA? I always forget this. MPL? Hey! Bye bye! You're in the Nepalese Golden Era, 1659. You should really get into a war with Ottomans or Russia then, before this goes to waste. Unless you're going to betray Rajput, then kill Rajput. But yeah, you should probably push Rajput to fight the Ottomans then. They do have the best infantry at the game. It is Tech 18. Everyone's about to go into Tech 19, but still, let's just quickly go over and check. Tech, he does get new infantry, which I'm going to take just for testing purposes real quick. Reform Janissary 2223. Sure, outdated. 2222 213. So 2223 2222. Tag RJP. They still have 322 322. 323 222. They have one more pip still over the Turks, whereas currently they only have a huge amount of pips over the Turks. A huge amount of picks. Yeah, like the Turkish infantry has been shit for a while. It's gonna start picking up again back into modern standards soon. So you need to fight now. You need to fight now while you still have that pip advantage. That large pip advantage. Well, it's only one pip advantage. Earlier you had more. But still, you need to fight now. I'm not saying this because I want war. I'm saying this because quality. Tag RJP. Yeah, you need to fight now. Tag NPL. Meanwhile, Nepalese, Asian infantry is like 322, 222. It's the standard, it's what he will be getting at Tech 19. Is what you have right now at Tech 15. So you need to fight him. Ottoman Tech is just bruh. It's gonna pick up Tech 19 again. That's when he starts getting better again, but then he drops off again when other people then also follow the trend. Like, your Tech 19 is better than his Tech 19, if I recall, right? Yeah, your Tech 19 is better than his Tech 19. So, yeah, you need to fight now. You need to get Tech 19, declare on Ottomans. Or have Ottomans declare on you, either way. Yeah. That is what I would say for this alliance here, this alliance thinger. Nepal doesn't have that many men or that much manpower in general, but he has quality. He could probably also get some Qing mercenaries to come over and help. He has 118%, doesn't have discipline, right? No, he doesn't have discipline. His morale is very decent because of, what's it called? Thingos. God of Man, missionary strength, don't need that. You can't take that. Church and state, free policy, take that. And then under the God, don't take that. Don't take that. You can't take that one. So I would take this one then. War score versus other religions, seeing as you're like the only one of your entire religion in the entire world. I'd take this, honestly, just because, like, oh no, I wouldn't waste 500 gold. You need to get your karma back up, which I forget how you do. Increase from honoring alliances, releasing vassals, releasing nations of peace deals, returning cores, converting provinces. Yeah, that'll go up eventually, right? It just, from events. You need to convert this province in, yeah. If you do this and you convert your vassals ones, you may be able to get karma. Will increase by 0.4. Yeah, so convert your vassals karma as well. Is between negative 33 and 33. These all give 0.7, 0.7, 0.9, 8.6. So let's just say, what, 2? Let's just say 3. 3 karma. That puts you to 44. Then 1 or 2 good events, and you're back into the 5% discipline area. This would be about where you've finished for vassal, for expansion, I would say, until you like go into here. If you were to release, what's this guy called again? I forgot what he was called. Tengamu of the Sikh faith. What the fuck? Right, he went Sikh. You might get something there, right? That I don't know. Buildings. Manpower, right? Manpower. You need manpower buildings, especially through all of this. When you take it, like when you annex it from your vassal, you will pump up in whatever. Manufactories, they're honestly a waste for you, I would say. Manpower buildings. Do it. Manpower buildings. If I see churches, I'm gonna be sad. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is all AI shit. This one church over here, that's AI as well, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so you know churches, good boy. Churches aren't bad, it's just they can be replaced by better things. So if there's a free slot and you build churches early on, that's fine, in my opinion. Your dev is probably still shite in here because mountains, highlands, yeah. You need to focus on this stuff, which you are. Then Annex Yi, which you won't be doing because it's a march. I don't agree with that at all. Look at that, they have 10k men, like, oh boy, that extra 10% manpower and 20% morale and discipline on 10k men. I don't like it. It's bad. You should feel bad. Where's your trade? That's being pushed, so I assume it's in... here then. No, where are you collecting? Over here? Where the fuck are you collecting? Burma? Where's your home node? It is over here. Wait, what? Why? 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 40% though, that's a lot for power. That's why, because you've got like the majority of the node. Okay, that makes sense. You just need to push money out of here. Instead of pushing through here, I would say probably... never mind, push through there. You could collect somewhere else, where you have some resemblance of trade power, but there's nowhere else to collect, so push through here. Yeah. Not really much I could say for Nepal, because, yes. It's so small, the land is, like, there's only so much you can build. It's just build manpower, build force limit, and build to force limit. Get someone to pump eco into you, like China for example. Yeah, tag, ching, tag, ching. Oh, Nepal's angry? Who would have fucking guessed? Probably. Seeing as Ching has taken a more aggressive stance in Asia, for whatever reasons, he has his reasons. Like the ones that he said earlier, whatever. I know what they are, but still. Shut up, everyone shut up. Ah. For whatever reasons, he's going in aggressively against the Malayans, probably against the Japanese as well, unless he works out a deal or something with them where they don't blockade his entire coastline. So he's probably needs to have a truce with the Malayans. Then he can click this. It'll take 70, so yeah, once he goes to 100, do that to 70. Is that monthly or yearly? That's monthly. And then he can do that shit. Provincial trade modifier? Don't know if I agree with that. else would you do? Ship durability is insane. Tax modifier, development cost, co-creation cost. Development cost, that is what you should do. Development cost every day of the week. Because you still need to develop all that land, you need to develop all of this land. It's all steps as well, like, oh. It's 20% sure, but like, over here is meh. But grasslands up there, all of this land down here, make this 20s, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Oh my god, it's 20. That's your 21st birthday? Oh my god. My god. You're doing the status and power, are you? Alright. National West diplomatic relations, I agree with that. At rest, it's just more tradition, more army tradition, it's fine. Yearly absolutism, you don't need that because you don't have any. Max. Your rivals are Vijay, Rajput, and Malaya. You don't have any forts on Malayan border except that one. You have... Okay, this is what you need. You need the Edict of Absolutism, because you need to, when people do start blockading your coast, you go, oh shit, oh fuck, and you chuck on this monthly devastation one. Also, oh my god, that's so many fucking policies. Remove them from the places that, like, you don't need them, right? Here, you kind of do, because contested trade power, there's a bunch of trade power inside of here. You could probably chuck it down here as well if you're not deving. Over here, you don't need institution spread. Turn it off. Turn this shit off. What is your income right now? 95? No edict. No edict. No edict. No edict. No edict. You can probably turn off a bunch of these. I don't know why you're deving this stuff. It's all fucking naval supplies. Don't dev that. This is... Oh, look at... Just, this is beautiful shit up here. Manpower. Like, just manpower. All of this manpower. Delete these fucking manufactories, dude. Manpower. 4K per province. Chuck conscription centers on this shit. Even more manpower. Dev this shit with mill. More manpower. Manpower. Chuck another 25% local manpower on there. More manpower. Don't care if your ears are dying. Fuck you. That's grain here. Just all this livestock. Manpower. All this grain down here. Manpower. If I see manufactories on this grain, I'm gonna be a sad man. Alright. Alright. Manpower. Like, you could get so much manpower. You could be, like, even if Russia turns on you eventually, you could be easily on par with him in manpower. Easily on par. Especially... Well, you already have quantity. Especially when you turn on manpower edicts as well, like after you finish deving. What is this song? Is this the... What the fuck? Oh, right, it's this one. Especially next. Let's see, what do you have? Oh, this song. I'm gonna pump up this sound for this song. Oh, yeah. 60 area, even though it's more, you know, this area. You get that quality from here. Oh, it's fucking spice. You don't have much discipline, so, you know, it's a little bit iffy there. You probably don't have the 5% on. You don't have... What? 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 Weapon quality standards. What the fuck? But you don't have it on. Motherfucker, what the fuck is going on here? What? Look at this. Where is this 5% discipline coming from? This isn't real. It's fake. It's fake. What is this? Quality and exploration? These my quality? These my policies? Like, what the fuck is this? This is my policy. This is the British policy. What? Paradox, fix your game. Okay, so he has that on. That's easy. This, he can keep harmonizing shit. He should honestly let us check in here in the culture map mode. Yeah, he's not going to be able to culture convert that shit anyway. He's already like, accepted all those, so that's fine. Okay, I'll turn the thingo down now. Oh, you know what, this is actually, fuck it, for the last bit of it, we'll have this up. Oh my god, man. What is happening here? What is your crown land fucked? Do not make any, like, secessions? Yeah, to the, estates, by the way. Just get your shit back to, like, top. Your trade income could be so much higher. Taxation income, who gives a shit, honestly. Okay. Yeah. There's where another 20% is. If you get up to, you should really focus on getting your trade power, like your Diplotech back to, ahead of time, because that is actually a lot of money. You're one of the people that should be doing it. Actually, most people should be doing it now. Early on, it's not so important. Yeah, holy shit, your fucking estates hate you. Work that out, I guess. Once this goes back up, you'll have everything will be better. This goes back up, everything better. Especially once the nobility and burghers, yeah, stop being angry. All your unrest will disappear. That's fine. So back to this, harmonize with religion, harmonize with the pagan group. I would definitely do that. Especially once you annex Oirat. Because, yeah, here's like a dozen fucking provinces, right? What Muslim shit are you converting? Oh, down south. Trade efficiency or unrest. Actually, get this. Get the trade efficiency. It takes 1667, so 34 years at 3 per year, so 112. Where you gain 1.75 a year, so that's 1.25 loss per year, so for 34 years, so that's 40. You'll go down to about 30 harmony. Negative harmony gives you a fair bit of shit, actually. Just stop converting shit, alright? Stop converting shit. Let your harmony go back up to 100, then convert with, accept a Muslim. And then you do whatever the fuck you want with the Tengris. Genocide them all, I don't give a shit. If at all possible, you should probably... no, it's way too late. I was gonna say, yeah, stop converting the Tengri though. That's a bad idea in any day of the week. You should... Best thing to do, best religion here is like Tengri with Shinto. Is 5% disc, straight up, just permanent 5% disc. That's just great in my opinion. Anyway, yep, moving on. Fucking things, stuff and things. Finish your ideas, get ahead on trade, build manpower buildings all through this stuff. Juicy, juicy stuff. More on the, this land, because right now this gives you, the negative 30% goods. Never mind, you can do it there. Just won't give you much goods. Down here, you need to get this stuff done ASAP, because there's negative 30% goods all over. Yeah, okay. Tag Japan. Let us go to Japan. Japan is looking like a bit of a nation. I will give it that. It has fuck ton of loans. Why are there so many 1%ers? I don't get it. I just don't get why there's only 1% loans. Surely... me with mouse. Merchant guilds are willing to offer cheap loans to the Empire in return for greater political influence. However, this would drain funding away from their business interests and cause a slowdown in the economy. Where's my Spotify? Settle down, kiddo. Oh, you can barely hear it now. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Fuck off, dude. Okay, yeah. Estates look alright. He went status Monarchus. I would go to Monarchus in power because Monarchus are great. Not because Monarchus are great, but just because it's better than losing legitimacy. Ooh. For unrest. That's all you're really gaining from it. Japan, did he take the Japanese ideas? He did take the Japanese ideas, as he should. The ideas that he had as, like, Ashikaga were pretty shite. Crow's Nest, fleet engagement width, he has movement speed and fleet morale. That is also decent. Thingo, look at these guys, they look fucking sick as, brother. Miss me with that anime shit though. Political absolutism, take that, bada bing, bada boom. You'll start getting your absolutism rise up. First thing you should take here is the absolute government, because you won't be expanding too much unless you make some groovy conquests, but I doubt it. Even if you do, absolutism also increases your admin efficiency. As it stands, you got +1, +1, +1. None of that shit needed. Okay, these loans make me just annoyed. You pay back this loan, because it's an actual loan, unlike all these 1%ers. Tariffs at -10, that doesn't matter. Vassals doesn't matter. Trade matters. Your ideas, you would replace quality with trade ideas. You would finish quality, you do finish trade, then you get rid of, then you're replacing something with something else. I think you're replacing expansion with maritime, if I remember correctly. Then you go quantity or offensive. For most likely you would go quantity. Yeah, you go quantity next, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You could go another. You go religious, and then you go offensive. But I doubt we make it to Tech 29. Yeah. Not much I can really say for Japan, other than because, like, manpower buildings aren't as big of a thing here. They are still important for him. But if he gets to 200k manpower, that's about all he needs. Just make sure to build up your normal manpower buildings, and then you can build manufactories instead. This is a nation that's fine to build manufactories. Universities are very important for deving. Focus it in the provinces that you will be deving. Make sure you get this stuff to 10s and 20s. How many did he build? He built way too many in my opinion. He has 50 heavies, which is fine, I guess. I forget, how much does a galleot take up engagement with? 1, 3. So for every 3 galleys, right, you have less HP by half. So I think galleys are better, but you lose more of them. So, like, okay, so a galley takes 3 engagement with. A galleot galleys take 1, especially there's inland seas all over. It doesn't have a sea map. That's weak. Inland sea, inland sea, inland sea, inland sea. This is an actual sea. This is an actual sea, I think. Yep. Inland sea, 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 inland sea. No? No, 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 no. Ooh, this isn't Inland Sea. Right, that's what they're in the next update thingo, because this definitely should be Inland Sea. So, as it stands, the Japanese, if they went full galleys, right, they could protect they could, like, have dominance over the majority of their own coastline and in here with the galley bonuses, and then just have normal galley fights out in the ocean. They have no naval morale at the moment. It goes to 4.2, 4.1. The Divine Wind. I just want to click this to see what happens. Gain prestige. You could probably switch if you really wanted to. That'd give you the 5% disc from... that is this religion, right? No, that's this religion down here. It used to be here, right? I'll look back at that later. For now, we'll just keep looking at other things. You got the absolutism, you just need to start ticking it, which means, do you have autonomy anywhere? No. That you can lower. Instead, he raised it there. Well, Asian mass, yeah. Cool. What was I looking at? Anyway, yes. So galleons. All right, galleys and heavy ships. Heavy ships take up 3. Galleys take up 1. So 3 galleys equals, so for a galley to match the area taken up, you need 3 galleys. Like area taken up by a heavy ship, you need 3 galleys to match it, right? So that's this, yeah. So that's 3 times 24, so that's 60, 12, 72. 72 cannons compared to 60. That's 16, 16, 16. So what's that? 12, 20. What? 18, 30. So 48 hull size in total. And something speed, much faster as well. Okay. But the thing is, right, these galleys die a lot faster, because I forget how hull size works in actuality, whether it's like percentage, hit point, flat hit point, whatever. But they will die a lot faster, which means you need more and more to take up that fucking to replace. So with your force limit of 169 ships, you could probably keep these 50 fucking heavies and just have 100 galleys, 90 galleys. Feel like that could work. Or 2554. You could have probably 2 fleets of engagement width of galleys if you go 100 galleys, especially if you start building, if he hasn't already. There's a few more provinces around the edges that you can build on. Especially maritime, your force limit will increase even more. I feel like what you should aim for is 70 heavies, many transports, whatever. You can go over force limit with transports, and just the rest is galleys, pure galleys, just ultimate galleys. Yeah, that's about it. He's got this Islamic province over there, but fuck it, who cares? I want to click this real quick. It'll take a little bit, but you can put on edicts. Remember this edict. Change it to missionary strength, whatever. You'll go over karma for a bit, but that's fine. It'll like regulate back down. Yeah, you probably do that for the 5% discipline if you really feel like it. That is an option. It'll make your armies, like, better in general. I don't know, it's an option. It's a weird option. I will give it that. I forget the benefits of late game Shinto. I really do, so I'm not really one to overly speak on it. Plus 5% idea cost is also nice for this shit as well, so yeah. Anyway, tag MSA. Let's look at the final nation. Oh, fuck, there's Alaska as well. Fuck me, it's always the Asians that take forever, I swear. Where's this one? In Canton. Really fuck. Yeah, you could really fuck with the goddamn, what's it called, Nepalese and these by just constantly reconverting everything. And the Philippines, that's only your shit, right? Yeah, you can convert the, Portuguese province to fucking whatever, I guess, but, meh. Yeah, so you're finishing expansion ideas, which will give you a little bit of something. More settlers, that doesn't matter at this point of the game, except for this little bit over here. This is expansion rate. State maintenance, doesn't really matter. Expansion quantity, that matters very little. And land leader, fire. Expansion. I don't know if this is needed anymore. I think you need naval force limit, so you need to keep exploit probably. Maybe. But what you could do instead is you delete delete expansion, because it's just, you colonize however many more provinces you want, sure, don't finish expanding because I think it's a worthless bit of time now. You can finish and get the 20, fuck it, you can finish. So what I do is finish, get the extra 20, continue the small tiny little race that is over here in Indonesia, then delete expansion ideas, replace it with trade. That is the play in my opinion. Replace it with trade or maritime, because Portugal has maritime naval, right? No, they have naval and whatever. Calypso has maritime naval. I'm 90% sure about him. Could have swore you could see this province. It's just not showing a good fog of war, I guess. So yeah, I would say the rival Qing at this point, obviously. You eventually change GB if you don't fight them. If you do fight them, you keep it. But with the amount of naval powers and with Qing, okay. So thing is, right? Asians now gonna want, like, Qing will want Portuguese or Britain to help them against the Japanese Malayans, because Qing wants the rest of Indochina. So Malaya, I would say, probably should work with Portugal. Should probably get Portugal and GB to not do this. But yeah, that's completely up to him. I really don't know. I just said it because it was me, and then I realized, wait, that's me. So you got a bit of debt that you need to pay off, because that's a 10 ducats Eurico. With trade, your income will pump up a lot as well. Defend of the Faith, you can do that and just cuck the shit out of the Ottomans. That's 5% morale and yearly prestige that you won't have anymore. And you need it to convert your own shit, so fucking do it. The emirs and stuff, do you have... Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to revoke anything yet. Eventually you will. You can sell that. That's fine. Whatever, 10% tax. It doesn't matter. That's 3k ducats. You can pay back all your loan, all but one loan, all your loans actually. And then continue building in here over this stuff. Yeah. Where is the spices? I thought there was spices here. There's here. Yeah, do that. Fuck spices. Who sent spice trade? Yeah, so Continue building up your shipyards. You haven't built a single shipyard, and you have a 217 force limit. Continue building up shipyards, and you could probably just then not even care if Qing has fucking other people. You could probably get like a few hundred fucking heavies. You could probably go for the fucking naval homogeny of fucking thing if you're still a great power. Hmm. Now I'm just reading these at this point. 10% move speed is hella nice. War exhaustion, meh. Province war score cost, that's alright. Front spy detection, that's meh. Attrition is great. Siegeability is great. Okay. You have a bunch of shit here. What the fuck? Have you just started on untrade companying all this? I assume you've started on trade company and all of that, which is the smart idea in my opinion. If you've got trade company things, I'm gonna shoot you. You don't. Okay. How many provinces are here that you need to call? Like, what the hell? So much. Holy shit. That's insane. Okay. Malacca. What I would say is, okay, let's just see this real quick. You building that down there. I would say, honestly... What is this fucking music? Probably build up manpower in your subject. A little bit. You can build up manpower in yourself and have a huge manpower pool if you wanted. University costs, build that all over your own country before Australia, because you need a dev up, I think. Not going to pay much attention. Probably going to start doing here as Europeans start contesting that. Manufactories, fuck. Training fields, barracks down here for the Australians, because the Australians likely will need to be your boyo. They have expansion, plutocratic, economic, quality, quantity. If they can switch expansion out for a religious, I would say do that. Why? Well, they can use their colonists for deving their own land, sure, but I would also say that they probably need to have more military capability, as they will likely be some of your like fighting power. You've got 110% disc, they could probably get 120% disc. Yeah, so you're in a tough position. It's mostly Diplo, it's mostly figuring out what you can do to get people to help you against Qing, what you can do to have Qing not fucking attack you so that you can focus on whatever the fuck you want to focus on. Lovely, jubbly, fuck me in the pugly, it is Alaska time. ALA, what the fuck do you mean ALA? ALA. Okay, so ideas. He has qualities going into that. That's finally. He needs that. He needs economic next then, for the extra 5% and the general construction cost, etc. This is actually one place where they can ask for help. The Alaskans do have land in Asia. I'm sure they wouldn't mind a few ports over here that aren't contested in Americas. This will be going to tech. They don't have the institution yet. They should probably ask Portugal for that. They're a good ally and friend that helps them in all situations. They should probably, yeah, ask Portugal for money to embrace the institution so that way they can actually catch up back on tech. 2,000 ducats shouldn't be much for him. Their merchants, I don't know why they're collecting in 3 different provinces. That doesn't make much sense. California, that makes sense, obviously. Rio Grande, that I guess it does make sense all over, because there's nothing that pumps into California. He's selling his trade power to Japan, which is fine. The more land he gets in California, though, the more trade power he has, the more it's worth, the more he can get for subsidies from Japan. I'd say that would be the play. What you do, right, is you make sure, right, you go after this land, make sure that the colonies that, like, GB doesn't take into this Alaskan land. And if you're there, I assume he wouldn't really give a shit. If it's open, he'll give a shit. California, make sure you secure this border here, so that way, just do it. Make sure you get this, because this is AI and could just take it if it wanted to. But yeah, the sooner you get here, the sooner AI just doesn't take it. Colonial, AI player powers aren't allowed by rule to go out here. AI doesn't give a shit about the rules and will do whatever the fuck it wants. So I would say race over here with your colonists. Make sure you get this line done. Yeah. The only reason I attacked you, Mine Boy, was because you went for, like, the 13 Dev Winnipeg. Which, for, like, if Albion, right? If the fucking Canada was the size of Albion, I would be like, that's fine. It doesn't overlap. It's fucking whatever. Who cares? But he's not the size of Albion. So that's why I attacked you. Getting this wall here isn't as important because it'll take fucking ever for me to get over there if I was racing there, right? So what you need to do is push over, 1-1 bang. That's all these 3 provinces. All of these 4 provinces, like, save. So recall that shit, abandon the colony, and send it here. Bang, done. It'll still take me a while to get over there even if I did go for it. So what you do instead then is you go down here, down to here, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, up. And that's all of Cascadia cornered off for you, except for this province. Your other 3 colonists, one of your colonists is, I assume, deving up, like, a province of yours? Opata. Where's Opata? Here. Okay. Yeah. So Japanese-Mexico seen as AI. Again, you need to make sure that, like, it doesn't have any border provinces that it can just go into. Go, and then, yeah, focus this shit. Focus this shit. That land right there, that's where you need to focus. Apart from that, I can't really give you much in the way of advice regarding this. Diplomat useless. Possible policies, I'd say you have a lot more diplomatic, right? Morale of armies, manpower recovery. Yeah, so citizenry. Culture, advisor cost there, and then you finish off with maximum absolutism or re-election cost. Up to you there. I would say absolutism, maybe? You should also probably accept, you should probably also accept, Pueblo, and then start, like, culture converting the shit around it to either Pueblo or Comanche. And yeah, figure that shit out from there. Because, like, if we go to this Pueblo province, right, negative 23% tax, negative 23% manpower. For the small price of 100 Diplo, you can get it today. But yeah, you just need to get money for the institution, embrace the institution, catch up on tech by a lot, and eventually you can start making plays in Asia. I would assume is the best place for it. Europe is to fuck you. Like, you can probably fight GB with a few, like, allies with, like, Portugal and, like, Spain and shit, but it'll be a grind. People can fight me all they want, it'll just be a grind. They could probably win in the end, just be a grind. But in the end over here, I doubt you would really win much, because I do have this. Portugal has this, and I'm pretty sure this reaches that faster than this reaches this. Portugal also has this, so that might change some stuff around. However, in Asia, right, there's Russia, there's Qing, there's Malaya, there's Japan, and Nepal as well, but he doesn't count in this situation. You can work with Qing against Japan, try and get that shit, but you're friendly with Japan. New Japan might change things up, I don't fucking know. Work against Japan and try and take this land here. Try and work with Japan and Malaya against Qing. Try and work with Qing against Malaya and take a land over here, I don't fucking know. This would be your best play for power. Even if you just get this one province, island or something out here, and then just start raiding the shit out of Malaya. Like, you have this province over here. You could colonize in here, and this is a bunch of land that you can now raid. Then Malaya, if they want to do something about it, has to come all the way over here to you and siege and blockade you, and you will have caught up in tech by then. You will have at least 60 heavies, because your eco will start growing again once you get once you just grow a little bit, have Portugal invest in you, and you can, and then this will be open. Qing, Japan, Britain will see like, well, actually, he's over there, hold up a second. Portugal even will be your ally and helping you. Like, Malaya won't have the time to go over there and do that. Japan won't have the time to come over here and deal with you, because other things will be threatening them. Taking these provinces around here and raiding the absolute shit out of them would be the best place, because they can't really retaliate. Raiding, if you can try and get some provinces in, like, here, and just raiding the shit out, like, if you try and get this province from the fucking Georgians, and raid the shit out of the Ottomans, even though I don't know why the Georgians would want that to happen, easy peasy. You try and take Cyprus from the Mamluks, raid the shit out of the Ottomans. Like, there's some plays that you can do, they're still open. You just need to, like, fandangle your way into the fucking world. Doubt you can get to Sicily. But yeah, I'd say Cyprus, a few islands over in Philippines, maybe snag one or two over here from like a dead or dying Ethiopia, and like raid this coast, whoever it turns into, whether it stays Ethiopian if he lives, whether it goes to British, whether it goes Ottoman if he fucking expands super hard. I'd say if it's British, don't raid it, but I don't know. But still, you can raid like the remnants of whoever's there for whatever time. You can do stuff. You just need to figure out how you can do stuff. Alright? Alright. Yeah. I'm a bully who hell.